If you've been looking for the perfect minimal to-do list application, here check out Loopweek. Now, Loopweek is a weekly to-do application built around a simple idea. Put all 7 days on one screen. There is no calendar grid, no month view, or the need to jump between different screens to manage your week. You just tap to schedule a task with reminders. You can schedule recurring tasks daily or weekly, hold and drag to reorder, and you can expand other days as well. And that's basically it. Just the clean approach, the one-page weekly glance. It is so incredible. Definitely my style of applications. Plus, it is totally free and open source. No accounts required, nothing. And if you love the application I started with, why don't you drop a like and also consider subscribing to the channel. Plus, 99% of these applications were recently released, and I had to make sure I'm not just showing you fresh applications, but they also must be useful. So leave a like along the way if you find any of them useful. Okay, moving on. Now, I have seen many toolkit applications, and this one called Krate is one I couldn't ignore. It's got a bunch of useful everyday tools neatly organized in categories, so you can see the number of tools available under each category. You got a bunch of text tools, tools for conversions, math tools, even files and folder tools like bulk renaming files, splitting files, converting files, zipping or compressing files. You've also got color tools, developer tools, time and date tools like timer and stopwatch, time zone converter, and more. Everyday tools like weather to check the weather condition in other places, tally counters, system info. Now, I could go on and on as I've reviewed a bunch of these applications, and this one comes packed with way more than most. And of course, there is the search bar. Plus, the entire UI is amazing, simple and easy to use. All the tools work incredible and mostly offline, except the ones that require internet, like checking the weather and stuff. Plus, it is free and open source. And still on essential tools, you must check out Clocker. Now, this is a simple time management application built around Android's newer expressive Material 3 design. But the real focus here is making alarms and routines easier to manage. I mean, it's basically a clock application, but modern and just feels nice to use. Now, aside being basic, here are a couple of things I like about this app. So instead of setting up and turning off several alarms individually, you can group them into routines like a morning routine or gym schedule and control the whole group with one switch. There is also a pause mode for those days when you want every alarm turned off temporarily, either indefinitely or for a specific day's range. So the pause button handles that until you resume them. The world clock is another useful part of the app, showing different cities with clear time differences and visual sun and moon indicators, so you can quickly see whether it's day or night in another time zone. Now, compared to the default alarm clock I have on my phone, this app is way better with those features. It also includes timers and stopwatch with the same expressive design carried throughout the app. So if you would love to try it out, it is not free to download on the Google Play Store, but thanks to the developer, I have a few promo codes to give away, so as usual, send me a DM on Instagram, and sorry if you miss out. The next app is called TwoDo. Now, this will be very useful, especially if you live with someone, whether a couple or just sharing a space with someone. With this application, you can make lists and share with others on their phone. There is no account setup, email or password required. One person creates a list and gets a 6-character code, and the other enters it, and you are connected. From there, both people can add and complete tasks, with changes syncing between the two phones in real time. So whether a shopping list for couples or completing house chores or anything else you both need to keep track of, with tasks assigned to either persons, so there is less of the usual "I thought you were going to do it." It also includes due dates and reminders with the option to get notified when something is due. The home screen widgets is the biggest part of the experience, since you can see the shared list and tick off tasks without even opening the application. Plus, it works on iOS and Android as well, so I'll find the App Store link attached in the video description. I just love how the app limits its function to just sharing lists with a 6-character code, no workspaces, no boards, no complicated team features. So if this is an application you've been looking for, then you are definitely going to love it. Now, I do not like switching file manager applications, but I just came across DotFiles, and again, I'm not switching because I love what Mixplorer offers. But I found some interesting things with DotFiles. First off, almost all file managers do not have inbuilt file viewers. So if you want to open a PDF application, it will open in a third-party reader. Same for text files, images, videos, and more. This one has no problem with that. It quickly opens files without needing third-party applications. It can extract files, quickly load PDF files, videos, images, and a clean now playing screen for audio, and can even open text files. It is packed with more tools aside being a local file manager application, like quickly securing files with password, a built-in APK inspector. It is well built, it loads faster and smoothly, and the search is blazingly fast, and of course you get all the basic file operations as well. Now aside those ones, there is built-in storage tools like Storage Analyzer, finding large files, duplicate files, similar photos, empty folders, and a lot more. You can also enable search inside photos to add photos to the search results. And surprisingly, the UI stays clean and well optimized with strong focus on performance. Definitely worth a try. And while on the Nothing style of app designs, you can check out Dot Player. Obviously, it takes a clear inspiration from Nothing's design language with a monochrome interface and a focus on keeping the screen free from clutter. It is built specifically for local music playback with all the necessary features needed for an ideal offline music player application. Built-in equalizer, custom playlists, sleep timer, lyric support, gapless playback, quick access to folders. The visual design is really what gives the player its character. Subtle animations, smooth transitions, and gesture controls like spinning the album art to scrub through a music, plus interactions feel great overall. Next, AppTreeSize is a handy tool for figuring out storage consumed by applications. It uses a tree map visualization to show app sizes in a much more visual way. So the bigger boxes are of course the higher storage users down to the least. You can zoom in, view the actual size, open to view app information, and it shows whether it's a system application or user installed. And if you want, you can uninstall. You can also change the grid view to a list view. You can sort applications. You have insights on freeing storage with the Smart Cleanup tool, which shows how much space you can reclaim from each application. So basically a visual presentation of storage consumption by applications and a smart cleanup method. Now here is another useful one. It is called Stims. It is a simple open source application with one specific job of keeping your screen awake only when certain applications are open. So instead of manually enabling a keep awake toggle every time you need it, you can choose which apps to prevent the display from turning off. Now when one of those applications is active in the foreground, Stims keep the screen on, and as soon as you switch to another application, your phone then goes back to its normal screen timeout behavior. And that makes it useful for things like reading long articles, using navigation, or watching something where you do not want the display to keep dimming and turning off. So you select those applications and that's it. The screen can stay on for more than the maximum screen timeout duration. And of course, there are applications that can do this, like Coffee. These applications affect the entire device. But what if you just need it for specific applications? And any other page, the screen should go off normally. That is where this application comes in. The automatic behavior makes it much more convenient than having to remember to turn a keep awake setting on and off by yourself. Okay, now if you've got a child you usually hand your phone to, they can make good use of it with this application called Mathe. It's a simple practice app focused on helping children build confidence with basic arithmetic, and they wouldn't even feel how long it has been because it is fun at the same time. You answer and it keeps scrolling. You get hints too. You can choose the number of ranges and operations you want to practice, including multiplication and divisions. The app also adapts to your progress, making correctly solved problems less likely to appear again. There are statistics for correct and incorrect answers, along with small rewards for getting problems right in a row. The interface is made to look kinda childish, just like in kids' books, so they can easily relate. You can even switch backgrounds or even add a photo of your child in there. It is awesome. It is just missing a background music, so if that will be added in the future, that will be great. And then we have this open source camera application called ZoomBox Camera. It is retro inspired, puts a lot of attention on how you frame and process your photos, and the main idea is ZoomBox Overlay, which shows a live 3:4 ratio preview of the exact area that will be saved. So as you zoom from 1x to 3x, the box changes size so you can see the final crop before taking the photo instead of guessing what will end up in the image. It supports multiple lenses including ultra-wide, primary, and telephoto, along with manual controls for exposure compensation, color temperature, tint, flash, grid lines, and a self-timer. There are also 8 film presets inspired by different film looks. They look nice and professional. And for people who want more control, ZoomBox Camera also supports RAW capture in DNG formats with full resolution RAW files saved alongside the JPEG. And once you've taken a photo, the built-in gallery presents your shots in a film card style layout, complete with EXIF information and options to share or delete them. It looks and feels professional, and if you have a flagship device with support for all the lenses, you can definitely snap some good memorable photos. Okay, so leave a comment and let me know if any of these applications aren't just fresh but also useful, and let me know which one you'll be installing. Now, if you enjoyed the video, consider subscribing to the channel, leave a like, and as always, thank you for watching.
Just a little, take me along the way. Won't you visit? Won't you stop by the Stims?